Okay, so I've gone over all of these places that needed to be filled, and I've filled them with some drywall epoxy stuff. I don't know what you call it, drywall putty, and sanded it with some 180 grit. And then I came back over, and this wall had a lot of really bad stains, I guess, from there was a desk here, and I guess feet were put up against the wall. So we got some kills and sprayed around it. And then I just kind of sprayed around in different spots where it looked like it could use a little extra because of discoloration or fingerprints or whatnot. I was even able to do the door. So the door, you know, there was all kind of black smudges on the door. Now they're gone. And I did this closet area. So I'm gonna call that done for now. I'm gonna get cleaned up. This is coming right along. We went to Lowe's and Home Depot and picked out some sample colors. Here's our sample colors. Some of them are, these two are from Home Depot. Their samples are $5 a piece. The ones at Lowe's, similar looking container, it's a little bit smaller, are only $3.33 a piece. As long as you buy 3 of them, it says 3 for $10, and then they adjust the price if you buy more. So we wanted to kind of narrow the color down. This is the main color of our house. This is like our kitchen area, this greenish olive looking color. And this reddish area is just for our dining room that we never eat in. It's pretty. So anyway, I'm thinking about just putting some of these on the wall and kind of splatches in some different areas, maybe here in the kitchen, maybe like on this wall, so I can kind of see the difference between the two as it dries. That better helps us figure out which color we're going to end up painting in the long run. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, here's the 2 colors we picked out to kind of gauge what they would look like on the wall. This one on the right is kind of turned into kind of a bright green. Of course, when it dries, it's going to lighten up a little bit. I kind of want to wait and see what it looks like when it dries. Right now it's wet. I like the look of this darker one though. I think that actually looks prettier. Let me show you what it looks like on a different wall. I did a sample on this other wall just because the light hits it differently. But you can see that that green really is a bright green, which is not bad actually. It looks better on this wall looking at it from here than it does over there looking at it that way, if that makes any sense. Of course I want to wait and see how it dries, how it looks. Both of them are going to be pretty. Either one I think is nice. I actually like the lighter green too. I mean, I don't care for it too much from that angle. I don't know why. It just seems such a bright color. But I actually like the bright color. I don't know. The more I'm looking at it, the more the bright colors I'm getting a sense of, I could see that being the color of the kitchen. You know, this color here, they don't make this anymore, and it's hard to match the original color it was. Nobody has any records of that. And, you know, we still wanted to stay in the same family of colors, so we didn't have to change up all of our stuff inside the house, you know, like the window vents, whatever you call those, sconce, you know, decorations in general. But anyway, I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll look at it. Okay, I got both of these from Lowe's. This is supposed to be cut ruby, okay. Okay. It went on, when I opened it up, this thing looks pink on the inside. It does have a reddish tone now that it's drying. But this other one, this radiant red, look, they look real similar, but this one does look a little bit lighter. It goes on almost like a pinkish color. Now, I realize it's wet right now. It's gonna have to dry. But I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Does it look like this? Kind of. I'm gonna let it dry and then we'll look at it again. Okay, here's my 2 colors for, I guess you'd call this a beige-ish, tannish color. This Valspar Changing Seasons and Marquee by Behr. This is at Home Depot. Key to the City is what that's called. So changing season and key to the city. That's how it's going to be everywhere I put it. So I put it in a couple places to see different lighting. It's wet right now, but you can see that the changing seasons is going to be a little bit dark. I may put a bigger splotch there to see what it looks like as it dries. I did the same thing over here, different lighting. To me, this Home Depot Keys to the City, I think it's called, is almost like a pinkish, peachish. They're still wet right now, they gotta dry. And then I put them in the podcast room here, different lighting again. Now you gotta imagine that once this dries, I mean, it's gonna cover a lot more space. I'm gonna let this all dry and we'll look at it again. Yeah. Okay, now they've had a chance to dry. I went around the corner on this just so I could see the difference in the lighting. You can see that this lighter green doesn't look bad at all. Neither does the dark green, although the dark, I don't know. The dark may be too dark for this room. I'll have to wait and see what the boss says when she gets home. I'll show you what it looks like on this other wall. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, let's go with the other colors. All right, between these two reds, this one, when I first put it on, it looked a little pinkish. Now, not so much. Now that it's dried, I don't know, in the light, if I kind of get it at an angle, maybe it does have like a purplish kind of tint to it. This over here is more of a deep red. I like this red. I think this red's gonna be the red we go with. But again, I'll see what my wife says when she gets home. Both of them are fine. This one really looks good looking straight at it. From the side, I tend to get more of a, I don't know, maybe a purplish kind of feel. This looks fine in any direction. But maybe it's because it's in the corner. Maybe I need to paint some of these like out here with the sun. Well, I can't really get up there. Maybe on that wall where the sunlight gets to it differently. So they're more side to side. All right, comparing these beiges. The one on the right looks a little more brownish. The one on the left looks a little more like it's got almost a peach kind of coloring to the beige. I know on the camera this kind of looks greenish with the tint, the way the camera picks it up. But I can tell you, looking at it right here, this is more of a brown, like a khaki brown. This is more of a kind of a peach looking color. Different lighting in here. Obviously we get more sunlight. This is definitely darker than what we have on the wall, but I like it. And this is, like I said, like a peach. I think we're going to go with this, though. I think this is going to be what we end up going with. I don't know. I'll upload this, and we'll see what happens next. Okay, here's the two reds side by side on a wall that, like, sunlight's coming from the big window, and I got a light above me. This is the one that's on the left over here that kind of, I said, had kind of a pinkish, purplish kind of look. Yeah, it looks good here. And this is the one that was on that far side that had kind of a darker look, and it does have a darker look. I like both. Now this is not the same finish that's going to be on the wall. When I got the samples, they said they could not give me any finishes in eggshell, which is what I want. All of the finishes are in satin. So this is just to test it out. I gotta be honest, I like this color on this wall. Even though when I go to put it on, it looks pink. It looks good. I mean, see, even the brush looks pink. I don't know how pink this is looking to you guys, but like if I open this, hang on. See, to me, both of these have kind of a pinkish color, which is, I guess it's supposed to go that way. And then when it goes in the wall, maybe it just, over time when it dries, it has a different texture. I don't know. But that one definitely looks the pinkest. But yet it's pretty red on the wall. All right, I'm gonna wrap up for now and get my wife to give me her opinion when she gets home. Thanks for watching.